Hello students, in this video of chapter Physical and Chemical Change part 2, we are going to learn about different chemical reactions and some other topics also. So let's start. First we are going to learn about different types of chemical reactions. So there are 4 types of chemical reactions. Number 1 is combination reaction. Number 2, displacement reaction. Number 3, decomposition reaction. Number 4, double displacement reaction. So let's learn about them one by one in detail. So first we are going to start with chemical reaction. Number 1, combination reaction. Combination reaction means when 2 or more substances combine to form a single product, then this is called combination reaction. So let's have a look at the example. Carbon plus oxygen. When they react with each other, then one single substance is formed, that is carbon dioxide. So in brief, what is combination reaction? 2 reactants combine to give one single product. So calcium plus sulfur, they gives calcium sulfide. Next is decomposition reaction. A reaction in which single reactant breaks down to give 2 or more product is known as decomposition reaction. So here 2 equations I have already given. When 2 molecules of silver chloride in the presence of sunlight, what do they give? They give 2Ag plus Cl2, that is chlorine gas. And this kind of reaction takes place especially in black and white photography, and it is very easy to learn. In combination reaction, there were 2 substances and they were forming one new substance, while in decomposition reaction only one substance is there, but it breaks down to form 2 or more products. Now let's have a look on another. Now this is displacement reaction, a reaction in which more reactive metal displaces a less reactive metal from its salt solution is known as displacement reaction. The example, ferrous plus CuSO4. That means ferrous is in solid form and copper sulfate is in aqueous form. Aqueous form, that means the solute is in solution form. So what do they give? Ferrous sulfate, FeSO4 plus copper. Or we can say iron plus copper sulfate, and what do they give? Iron plus copper, and iron will be in the form of aqueous form, that means in the solution form. Or if you want to see, like here, A plus BC. So who is going to react? A and C will react together. So what will be formed? AC, and B is the another product. Then next comes double displacement reaction. Certain reaction in which 2 compounds in solution state, just pay attention, in solution state react with each other to form new substance by exchanging their radicals are called as double displacement reaction. So the example, AgNO3, that means silver nitrate plus hydrochloric acid HCl, and when they react with each other, and in which state? In solution state. What do they give? Silver chloride, AgCl plus nitric acid, that is HNO3. Then comes next, precipitation reaction. If in a reaction a white substance is formed which is insoluble in water, that is known as precipitation reaction. So if during a reaction a substance which is formed, that is white in color, and it is insoluble, that is known as precipitates. So if in a reaction a precipitate is formed, then this kind of reaction is known as precipitation reaction. So 2AgNO3 plus 2NaCl, and when they react with each other, then the product will be 2AgCl plus NaNO3, and this is a balanced reaction. Silver nitrate plus sodium chloride, what do they give? Silver chloride plus sodium nitrate. Now that was all about the chemical reactions. Now the another topic is rusting of iron. When you cut the apple with a knife, and if you keep it for a second or for few seconds, you will see there is a brown color layer on the apple. So why do this happen? This happened because of the rusting. Then in the same manner, especially in the monsoon season, if the spatula which is made up of iron or any kadai that is made up of iron, after washing, if you keep it in the open air, then this iron react with the oxygen and water, and a browny substance, a brown powdery material substance is formed on the kadai. You can see the patches of the brown color. They are known as rust, and this formation of rust on iron is known as rusting of iron. So it is, rust is mainly hydrated iron oxide. Then the chemical formula, iron plus oxygen plus water, what do they give? Rust. And what is the chemical formula of rust? Hydrated iron oxide. But iron does not rust in dry air. If the weather is very clear and there is no humidity, then there will be no rusting on the iron. Then next, iron needs both oxygen and water for rusting. Rusting is a chemical change. Then next is the presence of salts in water increase the rate of rusting. So here salt act as a catalyst. We have already learnt about the catalyst in video 1, that the catalysts are the substance which speed up a reaction. Now how can we prevent rusting? Very simple and very common thing which we can do at our home, by applying oil on the iron products. Number 2, by galvanization. Number 3, by electroplating corrosion. Number 4, by tinning. Tinning, that means you must have seen the tins of the oil. They are they are made up of iron, but by the process of tinning they are prevented from the rusting. Then by alloying, and then by cathodic protection. So these are some examples that how can we prevent the iron from rusting. Now here you can see that galvanization. What is galvanization? The process of depositing a layer of zinc on iron is called galvanization. So if you might have seen the drawers of your in the kitchen, the drawers, they are white. Sometimes they are white, sometimes they are made up of stainless steel. If they are white, there is a coating of painting on it, and if they are stainless steel, then it is because of galvanization. Though we can do protect the drawers with painting also, but it is not a long lasting. So that's why mostly people use stainless steel only. And by the process of galvanization, the product which are having a layer of coating with the help of galvanization, and galvanization is mostly done with zinc only. So, when zinc metal is coated on iron, in the zinc metal, how it is? The melted zinc, not the solid one, melted zinc is coated on iron, then this process is known as galvanization. The next is crystallization, the process of obtaining crystal of pure substance from their solution is known as crystallization. Table salt is obtained by evaporating seawater, and here you can see how we get the copper sulfate crystal. So, you just have to put the boiling water in the beaker. These all are the things you can easily see in the lab: wire gauze, then tripod, and take a tripod, then put a wire gauze on it and put the beaker, then switch on the burner, then water will boil, the solution of this copper sulfate, it will boil, and then you will get the copper sulfate crystal and the water will be evaporated. Now, there are some new vocabulary words in this chapter. So, I am explaining you that what is corrosion. So, corrosion means the damage caused to the metal. Number 2, what is alloy? Alloy is a combination of metals or metals combined with one or more other element. So, few examples: combining the metallic element gold and copper produce red gold, then gold and silver becomes white gold, when silver combined with copper produce sterling silver. Then what do we mean by aqueous solution? So, aqueous solution is one in which the solvent is liquid water. So, that is solute, that dissolved iron and molecules are surrounded by water molecules and incorporated into the network of bonds within the water. Then next comes compounds. So, what are compounds? Chemical compounds, that means any substance composed of identical molecules consisting of atoms of two or more chemical elements. What is the thing that you have to keep in your mind? Two or more chemical elements. For example, methane. In methane, carbon atom is joining with 4 molecules of hydrogen. So, the chemical formula is CH4. Then water is also a compound. In that, 2 molecules of hydrogen and 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of carbon. What is element? Element is a substance whose atoms all have the same number of protons and they cannot be broken down once they are formed, and they are material which is consist of single type of element and each atom contains the same number of protons. Then compounds are consist of 2 or more types of element held together by ionic bonds. Now, example of compounds: water, then hydrogen peroxide H2O2, then common salt sodium chloride NaCl, baking soda sodium plus hydrogen plus carbon plus oxygen, so NaHCO3. So, these are some examples. Then examples of elements: helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, all are examples of elements. So, I hope now the chemical reactions, then what is rusting, what is crystallization, what is galvanization, all the concepts are clear. So, thank you once again to all of you.